Hey everybody, it's PDubs, and yesterday Buy Stuff Arcades announced a new 360-degree wheel controller. That's right, it's a controller. It's a new steering wheel for your racing arcades, for your Multicade mods. But they announced it in one of the most impressive ways possible. We're back, guys. That's right. Buy Stuff Arcades lifted the blanket off of the Snuggycade, as we were calling it over on our Super Game Room Dudes podcast show, revealing a Super Sprint Mega Multicade mod that they're going to be selling. Now, keep in mind, this is the premium version, right? I mean, the goal of this particular project, in my opinion, is they're trying to sell you these 360-degree spinning wheels for your, Multicade mods, for your arcade racing mods and things like that. I mean, this thing right here is incredible. This is their premium product. And of course, the premium product definitely comes with a premium price tag. So for instance, guys, I noticed that there was a lot of panic in the community. I was busy working. I had no time to film a video, even though I wanted to, because I was super excited that this project has finally come to life. In my opinion, this is absolutely gorgeous what they came up with, but there was a bit of panic. Some people had sticker shock because this actual 3-player Super Sprint racing cabinet that they are going to be selling, it's going to be selling somewhere between $3,000 to $4,000 once it's all said and done. But you have to also remember, too, the main point of this project, at least in my opinion, is that they're trying to sell these steering wheels. And Buy Stuff Arcades did announce a ton of different options that are going to fit everyone's budget if they're looking to do some kind of Multicade mod with racing games with a steering wheel that will turn in 360 degrees. So for instance, my dudes, you'll see that they got this big full-size Multicade pre-order price, $34.95, but they also have versions for the AtGames Legends Ultimate 3-player ALU pedestal deck conversion. That's $900. Then you take a peek here, you got the 360-degree wheel 2-player, an arcade 1-up, which I gotta be honest, these big steering wheels on an arcade 1-up they just kind of look funny to me because those arcade machines are pretty small. But hey, man, if it works, it works. If I was to do it, I probably would just do one steering wheel on an arcade 1-up machine. And of course, they have the mini mount pedestal. You're getting right down into the basics. And then also just a quick mount that you can snap on top of an AtGames Legends Ultimate versus a full control panel replacement. So when I pause this here and I look at their announcement, I'm like, okay. What they're doing is super awesome. It's super cool, but they're also trying to, come up with a solution for everybody. Because let's be honest, guys, disposable income's hard to come by these days. So, $300 to $500 to $800, and then of course the grand prize option, the $34.95. Do I honestly think Buy Stuff Arcades is going to sell a ton of the full-size Multicades for $3,500? I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think so. I think that's going to be appeal to a very niche group of consumers in our community, myself included probably, who just can't help themselves and are willing to throw down the money for something like that. But for the most part, I think a lot of these other options are pretty cool, in my opinion, for those on a more limited budget, but still want to have fun with this kind of Multicade mod. They've done plenty of mods with Buy Stuff Arcades in the past, with their racing box kits, with steering wheels, etc. But we've had to use the PlayStation Thrustmaster steering wheels. We've had to use the Nintendo Switch Ori steering wheel. So, guys, it's like there's options, and I like options. So just in case the money doesn't pan out, you can still get your hands on this super cool steering wheel that'll actually go in 360 degrees to play games like Off-Road and Super Sprint and have a good time doing so. I'll have a link for this in the video description below. You'll notice here that pre-orders, if you want to go nuts, man, I mean, it's up to you. I'm not here to sell you something, but if you want to go nuts and pick up the big boy, pre-orders start June 14th. It'll be on a $500 sale, and it's $39.95. The discounted price is $34.95, but they're going to have freight shipping as well. And there's so many cool features in this. You have 360-degree wheels. You got custom encoder boards. The Hall effect variable pedals is awesome. I mean, take a look right here, guys, at these pedals. Hall effect pedals. That's pretty awesome, in my opinion. A 26-inch 4:3 screen. That's right. They didn't go with a widescreen 16:9 monitor. The games can be played in their proper aspect ratios. whatchamacallit, and then it just keeps going. Hinged control panel, plywood, floor leveling system. This thing is going to weigh 200 pounds. It's going to be 71 inches tall, 43 inches wide. It'll ship freight with minimal assembly, so it's going to be mostly assembled by the time you get it. But keep in mind, again, that's just this mega product. Once they're done with this, doing a very limited run of this, they're going to be getting ready to amp up and start kicking out these smaller versions, the more cost-effective versions for people, you know, where you could just put this on an arcade 1-up, put it on an At Games Legends Ultimate, or maybe just buy the steering wheel and stick it on a pedestal and play this on any big TV you have in your game room. I'll also have a link in the video description below where you could watch their full announcement video. Now, what was interesting about the announcement video is they picked some really horrible copyright-free music. It's not that great. It's not that great. They should have... I could have given you some recommendations for some better music, my dudes. But yeah, the music's kind of tough to listen to, but the machine itself is gorgeous. I mean, you gotta hand it to them. This is freaking awesome. At least it's awesome looking, and it looks really, really cool. It's a lot of money if you want to go all out. Again, let's reiterate some of these key features on this bad boy. They are going to have these solid, and it's going to be made out of plywood, not MDF, 3/4 inch plywood construction. The steering wheels are metal construction, ball bearing hardware. Let's see, the Hall effect. Let's look at the Hall effect pedals. Look at your pedals. That's going to be awesome. A fully functioning coin door. You could actually set this up to be a commercial machine and actually take real money, or you could, you know, have it set to free play. There's just a quick switch that you flick that they showed off in the video, and that'll change it between free play and into coin operated play. But now, what's interesting too is if you've been following Buy Stuff Arcades has been letting a lot of people know, like, hey guys, we're also going to be coming out with a new PC build. They've been working on a new PC build. Last year and kind of towards the end of the year before that, they made a splash with releasing a whole bunch of like racing boxes, like these Android boxes that you could mod and stick inside of, let's just say, an arcade 1-up or your At Games. I made a video for that on my channel for the like modding my Ridge Racer. Also, I have it sitting back here on my At Games Legends Ultimate. I still have it connected there. But keep in mind, there's only so much you can do with an Android box. There's only so much stuff you can run on it, etc. So keep in mind too, these big $34.95 price tags, those are also including the gaming PC. That's right, you're going to get a gaming PC for that price tag that also will be pre-configured, have a bunch of games on it. Again, you're not paying for the games. They're not selling the games. You know, that it's all copyright stuff. You know, they can't do that. The games are just included for free, and that's the workaround. I mean, keep in mind, guys, Buy Stuff is not the first DIY arcade cabinet maker to do this, to release something that's got a build on it, that's got a bunch of games on it, because they're not charging you for the games. They're charging you for the labor, the materials, and the time spent putting these things together, shipping costs, all that stuff. That's what you get charged for. So keep that in mind as well. I'm interested in seeing what their PC build is going to look like. As you guys know, as the years have gone by, I'm just tired of Pis, man. I'm tired of Raspberry Pi mods. I'm tired of all that stuff. I'm interested more in PC modding, and I've done several PC mods. I got the Bobby Sarah 2 terabyte PC. I have it in a box. I'm ready to stick that in an arcade machine. Like, man, I'm having fun with mini PCs, micro PCs, as well as full-size PC mods in my arcades. In my opinion, it's kind of the way to go in the future versus Raspberry Pis. But overall, this is a very, very cool product. Very, very interesting product from Buy Stuff Arcades. Now, I'm not going to tell you to run off and spend $3,000. If you have the money, by all means do so. Pre-orders go live next week. It's big, it's beautiful. I freaking love the way it looks. I'm going to have to really hold myself back from spending the money, and I'm going to end up in the doghouse. I know it if I do. But hey, man, it could be really awesome to have in the house. But either way, even if that doesn't happen, keep in mind, guys, that they are going to be releasing a bunch of cost-effective, cheaper versions as well. And keep in mind, you're only going to want this if you're interested in doing a Multicade mod, having a lot of racing games built into an arcade cabinet, and you're interested in the 360-degree steering wheel. Because keep in mind, this controller, the 360-degree steering wheel, is the centerpiece of this whole product line. I mean, without this wheel, you got nothing. So although they're selling a lot of variations of arcade cabinets and solutions at various prices, the main takeaway, in my opinion, is not that Buy Stuff is trying to make you buy a $4,000 arcade machine. They're trying to get you to buy a 360-degree steering wheel in whatever form factor fits your budget. And I think that's pretty cool in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts, opinions, reactions below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.